We're live. All right. Welcome back. Episode 4. Kicking it off hot. Got a lot of hot topics to talk about today. A lot of good stuff.
Hot, stinky topics.
Oh, well, if they're stinking, I can't smell them. But hey, hot and ready. That's all that matters. I think we got, another 36 hours left of the trade deadline?
Yeah. Is it tomorrow at midnight?
I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. So.
Yeah, it's definitely tomorrow.
Is it at midnight though, or is it before then? Because we got like less than 24, I think.
I think it's less than. I don't remember the exact time.
I feel like it's like the afternoon.
I just
or something
know
like that.
the
Maybe
day.
I'm wrong.
It's weird. Well, it seems weird that we do it at midnight though, because every other sport's like
That's what I was gonna
3 or
say.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like afternoon time.
So I'm not entirely sure.
At any rate, we got like 20 hours before I riot if the Cubs don't make any trades.
To be fair, nobody's really
This
making
is true.
moves, minus the Phillies and Mets.
The Phillies and Mets
made
are
a
big
couple.
movers, big spenders on the break.
and taking advantage of the.
Who they pick up? You got the list?
I do. So we could start with.
Let's start with the trades. Why not?
Let's go with the Phillies getting Duran. In exchange, they get Eduardo Tate and Mick Abel, 2 top 100 prospects out of the Phillies prospect pool.
They have a good farm system, Phillies?
Sounds
for the
like
most
it.
part. Yeah, for the most part.
They're
decent.
These were their number 4 and 6 guys in the system. So
they've got our boy. I think he might be number 1 or number 2, Bubba Chandler, right?
Bubba Chandler was not included in this deal.
No, right. But I'm just saying he's in their prospect list.
Chandler's the guy that's supposed to come up this year. I'm stashing him in fantasy, but
I know you are.
He's
Keep him on the
well,
back
he's
corner.
not had a good AAA, so not this year. So and they don't really have room for him right now. So
yeah, it works out. Works out both ways.
But Abel's looked relatively decent in limited action in the MLB this year. He did come up for a couple starts. I don't remember who got hurt for Philly. It was either Walker or
Nola, I think.
Nola,
that was
okay. He filled in for him, and I streamed him a couple times, and did good for me both times. So.
I could be wrong. I feel like he had a few starts last year too, towards the end of the season.
He may have.
I could pull it up.
He may have, but
we got stats on this guy or no? I'm not familiar with his game.
I don't have him pulled up, but I can pull him.
It's okay. Let me check my spreadsheet.
I guess you can bring it up in your spreadsheet. What a nerd.
While we're pulling that up, so they acquired 2 pitchers, I believe.
Two pitchers, top 100 prospects.
Gotcha.
That's a pretty decent haul for the Twins.
Yeah, that's not a bad haul.
And I think it works out for both sides because Duran is locked in for not just this year but next year as well.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of club control on him. That's nice.
He got a little bit of club control, and I think it's a pretty solid,
that's not
win-win for both sides right now.
That's not bad at all. Yeah. How are the Twins doing on the season? I know they a couple of years back they were fending. I know they won the AL Central, but
and then realized they're the Twins.
This is fair. This is fair. It is Minnesota.
They're flirting with 500, and we're seeing a lot of teams that are trying to decide right now. Whether or not they want to sell, they want to contend.
It seems like every team is like it's a seller's
it's the
market.
Battle of mid.
Battle
of mid.
Well, that's kind of the unfortunate thing for the Twins, though, is all their injuries the last few years. I know their big upcoming Royce Lewis, who I don't think he's even really played much this year. If he has
not a whole lot, and Byron Buxton just went to the IL again. That dude's had a phenomenal year, and he's a great player, but he can't. I think he's only had one year of playing 100 games, not even 150.
That's brutal.
That's tough on him. But
well, and then of course they just lost Chris Paddock to the rival Tigers.
I didn't even realize that.
I
saw the MLB was like, Paddock has a great start for the Tigers. I was like,
what?
I didn't even know that happened.
But, after a rocky start with the Twins there, he turns around for a good 6 innings. It might have been 7 actually, but it was his first quality start, 1-for-1 there with the Tigers. So 7-2 win.
Casey Mize might have to get learn Chinese, buddy. He's not been good the last few starts.
So just to look at Mick Abel in terms of my spreadsheet here, the Phillies entirely. I'm not talking about his normal overall record here.
Okay.
The team with Mick Abel pitching is 1-3 at home and 2-1 on the road. So
we got like ERA though on him.
No? I'll pull that up right now. But I wanted to pull that up here.
Okay.
I think it's probably above. I think it's like 4.5. 5.
Okay, so
it doesn't sound
crazy,
great,
but worthy of.
He is pretty young, and like I said, I mean, he's shown that he has some decent stuff. So,
that's decent. Yeah.
I think he'll be a good pitcher for the Twins until he gets shipped to LA in 4 years.
6 games started. He's got a 2.2 record, a .44 WAR, 5.04 ERA, a 1.36 whip,
Okay.
21 strikeouts, 9 walks, and
could use some work, but he's
the half WAR though.
Yeah, that's decent.
He's doing all right. So it sounds like it's been a little unlucky.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And I could attest to Minnesota just not staying healthy in any way.
Yeah. So the Phillies got better, although they got their doors blown off earlier today. If the game's still on, they're definitely losing. It was like they're playing the Sox. They're down like
Walker today, thinking I should finally get a decent start, and he did all right. The bullpen. Yeah, ironically for Philly, blew up.
Yeah,
and allowed 7.
I was about to say last I saw the Sox had like 14 hits and 9 runs, so it's like okay.
And that's a kind of a big talking point from last week. Is the Sox are now at 40 wins.
I want to die.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not doing well.
My take might age poorly.
Yeah. Your take, buddy. You're not on the hook for money on this take.
I know, but I was trying to ease your confidence, and now it's not looking so hot. But we'll see.
There's still
the White Sox.
Water will find its level, boys. That's why I'm holding hope. They've got 20 more wins left in them. I don't know.
You just need a 10, 15 game losing streak, and they're very capable of doing that. So.
Very likely.
That's true.
They're very capable.
But God, they're the best team in baseball as far as offense is concerned.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate what words just came out of my mouth. Yeah. Although they just traded one of their outfielders.
They did.
Today,
Austin Slater.
Yeah, Austin Slater.
Yes, the Aaron Judge replacement.
Yeah,
or so
true.
they say. So they say. But
well, maybe he shows up in the playoffs. Who knows?
Hit him with the LeBron gif.
Yeah.
Oh man! Austin! Look out for Austin Slater, geez. Man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the Sox got 2 prospects for that guy, so
I didn't bother looking at this trade. I'm not gonna lie.
I felt
I was like, man, it says nothing burger for sure.
I don't know, man. Let me pull it up here because our friend sent me the list here. I thought he did anyway.
Our friend is blowing up my phone saying the Sox are back. I could not
also
care
sent me
less. The Sox are not back.
The White Sox got Yankees number 18 prospect in return. So
okay,
maybe that's good for them. Hopefully there's some development. We'll see.
Okay.
White Sox don't know how to develop.
It's the White Sox. I'm not
the White Sox.
Yeah. As long as we are breathing the same air, the White Sox will suck.
Still coping with that 2021 World Series they were supposed to win.
Oh God, yeah, it was
and
the most hyped team in all baseball.
2019.
Well, that's kind of the Tim Anderson effect, right?
It's also just White Sox fans being completely delusional.
This is true, but are you talking about the collapse that was the effect of Tim Anderson fighting? Who did he punch in the face? And
that would Jose Ramirez.
Yeah,
he got punched in the face.
Sorry.
Jose was locked in for that.
I'm giving him way too much credit.
I was like, hang on, come on.
He got his brakes beaten off, dude.
Got smoked by a 6-star utility player. Jose Ramirez
was never the same after that.
No,
I love that.
Oh my goodness.
No, but that team actually has a player who is on the market. So I hear Luis Robert Jr.
I did hear that. Has he been in the lineup though the last 2 weeks or like last week?
He's probably been on the IL 3 times since
this is true.
Just brought up his name 2 seconds ago.
This is true. But when they played the Cubs this past weekend, I know that he wasn't in the active roster, and I think he was a healthy scratch. I could be wrong.
He was hot a couple weeks ago. I do remember seeing that he heated up. He's been stealing quite a few bases as well. But he's having a better year this year, I know for a fact, than last year.
Definitely. Well, he said it himself prior to the season starting. He was shocked that he's still on the White Sox roster.
So I heard that.
I still believe in him, I guess.
How much can they sell right now? As a team that's like looking up, and it's like, wow, we have been lights out in the last 2 weeks here, week and a half, whatever it's been. Can we sell all of our pieces? Because
he's really their only piece.
No, dude, I would argue Hauser is
Hauser's definitely getting shipped.
He should be getting shipped. He should be young. I think they still got a couple of years left of club control on the guy. Mm-hmm. He's been lights out as a pitcher lately. I feel like I don't know, dude. I feel like he could be on the market. Lou Bob's on the market. They just traded Slater. It's like. They I feel could be shipping off some pieces here, but how much is too much based on how they're playing right now?
Absolutely. I mean, I know Lubob is connected to the Mets. There's a lot of rumors that he might be shipped to the Mets there.
Everybody's connected to the Mets.
Speaking of which, they also just picked up a handful.
They made a couple moves, and so
did they get 2 starting pitchers?
They got 2 relief pitchers. So the first guy they got is Tyler Rogers. Now everybody's freaking out that they gave up way too much, but based off the limited what I read, seems like
not much.
These guys weren't going to crack the roster, so they gave up. I got to make sure I have these. Yeah. So it was his name is Jose Budo, Drew Gilbert.
You stutter?
I did stutter. The first name it's because it's red underlined. So it's just like, what's going on here?
I was like, is it one of those weird names with an apostrophe like BD?
It
like
probably
whatever?
is supposed to be. So Jose, I'm sorry if I butchered it. But let's be honest.
Jose the Butcher.
you were a downgrade for the Giants. And then Blade Tidwell. So
that's right.
Tidwell.
Great name. Great name.
Yeah, they had a couple great names in there.
Blade and Laser.
But
Dustin
Blade.
Blazer. Sorry.
How dare you make me bleed my own blood.
Love it. But Blade was a second round pick, 2022.
Okay.
But they're saying limited ceiling because in 17
Not with that name.
With that name,
the possibilities are
but
endless.
his ERA right now is 4.1. So in AAA ball. So he's not cracking the Mets.
Yeah,
the Giants.
Right. He's going to the Giants. Well, you never know. There could be a Zodiac Killer number 2.
Or he could play first base, unlike Rafael Devers.
This is true. Yeah, this is true.
But the other guy, Gilbert, supposedly has a really good glove. His OPS in AAA is roughly around 890, so it's pretty good.
Decent.
But they're saying he's questionable with durability, and doesn't have a great bat. So that's what I read.
Good gloves.
Quintessential Met.
I hear that the hopeful Brian Hayes was just traded to the Cincinnati Reds.
Right now?
Yes.
Not right now, but a few hours ago.
He was.
Which is kind of crazy to me because I'm like, I'm glad as someone who was high on Brian years back in fantasy.
100%.
That maybe this is a turnaround for him, but it's just weird. I feel like the Reds kind of need run support, and I don't think Brian has done anything offensively.
Well, okay, so a couple things that could benefit here for Brian. Okay. First, you're going to a friendly hitter stadium now.
True, this is true.
You're leaving Pittsburgh, which is more known to be beneficial to pitchers. So I'm sure that plays part in that. Other the fact that you're playing for Pittsburgh, so I'm sure when you're struggling, they're not doing a great job developing confidence in their guys
or their fans.
Or their fans. They're definitely screwing their fans. At least they got football, I guess. They get to look forward to 9-8 every year.
Dude, that is as sure as the sun rising in the east.
Lock it in.
As sure as God's got sandals.
But. Yeah, so and the glove, the Reds they actually needed it. So he's a significant upgrade at third. I think my friend and I were debating this, and like his defensive WAR is like 1.9.
Damn,
which is pretty freaking high.
Yeah, that's good.
Compared to the Cincy's current third baseman is like 0.2, 0.3, somewhere around there. So.
And definite upgrade on the defensive side.
They do need help defensively for sure. They obviously would look to add a bat. They would love to improve Brian's hitting abilities, and I think we will see it marginally improve going to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So here's a good fun this or that. Who's the better addition for third base? Would it be Brian Hayes? Or I know where you're. Or Ryan McMahon, who just got traded to the Yankees. Which just makes me kind of wonder, did the Yankees not offer a package for Brian?
Probably cheaper to get McMahon.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So I don't know. Thought
they definitely had to been looking at Suarez and thought he was asking for too much. And I'm guessing McMahon was probably plan B. They might have not known that Hayes was even an option, to be honest.
True.
I didn't necessarily expect him to be shipped at the deadline, especially to inner division.
Right.
That was weird.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And we'll get into what Pittsburgh Cotton returned in a minute, but yeah, I mean,
jump right at it if you got it.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough. So they got Taylor Rogers, who's a relief pitcher, and Sammy Stafura, Reds number 9 overall prospect. He's a shortstop. Big issue with that is they got 3 guys in the way at shortstop, and this guy's not a highly touted recruit overall. So it's a lot of Pittsburgh fans are pretty heated right now. They're
for many reasons.
Well, but Nate, they've got 5 affiliate teams, right? They have to sell those seats.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Hey, at least you get to enjoy Aaron Rodgers throwing interceptions.
This is true. 9-8, baby. 9-8.
9
or
8.
8-9.
One or the other, but
it's 8-1.
Toss a coin.
No, if they're going 8-9, they're going 8-1.
I love that prediction. I might put money on that right now.
Lock it in.
As close to 500 as we can get. They're
tying with the Bengals because that's a team that just always finds a way to tie people for some reason.
Well, so you did bring up a curious name here, and I have been watching him like a hawk, and I don't think the Cubs are going to do anything with the resurgence of Matt Shaw, but talk to me about Suarez, Eugenio, however you want to pronounce his first name. Is he on the move? I feel like the price is too exorbitant right now, or however you say that word.
I'm just gonna say Suarez.
Yeah. Ranger Suarez, right?
Well,
no, I'm just kidding.
Robert Suarez.
It's one of the 72 Suarezes in the MLB. Let's
name all the Suarezes. That should right now. Get it up.
Okay, we got
all the MLB players named Suarez.
Yeah. But the question remains: is he leaving? I don't know. I feel like the price is too steep.
Well, I think the market's shrinking for who needs a third baseman.
So
this is true.
The 4 teams that are still in it are the Cubs, Phillies, Mariners, and oh shoot, I had this written down, and I guess I don't. Tigers.
I've been hearing rumblings about the Tigers for sure. Especially, I think they're playing the Tigers this week or the coming week. So they
are playing today.
Right now. Yeah,
so another doubleheader situation.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, if we see another Sir
Anthony Dominguez.
Yep. Oh. By the way, just change it to SIR. Come on. I don't like the SIR, Sir Anthony. It's like, just be a knight. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair.
At any rate, I am less convinced that Suarez is on the move. Period. I just think that they're gonna have any team. That's what I was about to say. Any team's gonna have to give up everything.
True.
Yeah.
He's 34.
Yeah. Well, they've got just over 24 hours to do it. I think if they just lower it, because they're already selling off pieces of the team. At this point, you gotta get something in return.
So is there any other rattlesnake going? Any other D-back?
They're looking at selling Merrill Kelly, Zach Gallen.
I know, but nothing has happened yet. That's my point. Nothing's materialized. We have 24 hours.
And they're asking for way too much.
So are they going to miss their mark? And will any Diamondbacks be traded?
That's a good question, because I actually heard a stat today that last year, during the trade deadline, within the last 48 hours, 36 trades occurred. And I think we're going
26 hours into that last 48 hours.
You're right, and we already have 10. So
let's keep our notifications on, boys.
Yeah, I didn't D&D my phone this time.
We gotta get a breaking news sound going.
Yeah, some Jeff updates.
Yes.
So
dude, Jeff passing, gotta get him on there. He's interesting. I'm just curious about the Suarez situation.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun to follow. It'll be fun to see what the Cubs do.
Nothing. Probably nothing.
Well,
gotta get a relief pitcher.
Yeah.
But not to replace Palencia.
Yeah.
Palencia's
I'm sorry. No,
Palencia is locked in.
He's good.
You don't want to shatter his confidence by kicking him back. He's
not at
phenomenal.
all. My point that I was going to say is, last week we all kind of said, I don't know about Sandy, but since we've talked about it and the All-Star break has happened, he's 4-0 right now, man.
Still bad. What's his ERA?
Let me check.
Anybody's going to be bad when they play for Miami. And yes, I know the Marlins are 5 games under 500, but come on.
Yeah.
Let me see. Pulling it up.
I think if you just get him
who is it from Pittsburgh? Was it Keller?
Mitch Keller.
I wouldn't mind seeing him. I wouldn't mind seeing him coming to the north side. The Cubs have it where
that's where I'd look, considering
what
the Pirates just did.
That's
you could probably
my point.
Just throw away some scraps and probably get Mitch Keller.
I truly think if you can find a pitcher that is just pitching to contact, weak hits, whatever it is, they have a great defense. The Cubs do. Albeit, let's forget about the Brewers series. PCA looked like a bum out there. The Cubs look like bums on the defense. It happens. But they do have, in my opinion, and I think the stats back this up, one of the best defenses behind their starting pitching in all of MLB. So you just get a pitcher that pitches the contact, keeps the ball in play.
Yeah.
And I do think that, they can sign almost anybody on the market that has sub-4, sub-5 ERA for cheap and mold him into a pitcher that's actually
just got to get Brown out of there.
Yeah, that's Ben Brown's got to go. Ben Brown has got to go.
Let me give a little correction. So he's actually 3-0. I should say the team outright is 3-0. In 18 innings, Sandy has allowed 5 runs.
Okay.
4 earned.
Okay.
And he has 10 strikeouts. So, it sounds like he's doing a lot of fly balls recently, maybe. I don't know.
I don't
maybe
hate
some grounders.
That.
But no, I think, and especially watching Marquee, when I was watching that, I think, game 2 or game 1 of the Cubs-Brewers unfortunate series right now.
Well, if it was today at 1 p.m., then you'd have been watching Game 3. But
yes, I was very busy at work, but it was great.
I was watching
great updates.
I was in the middle of a customer meeting, and I'm like, oh, let's go.
No, but good. They're suggesting that Wrigley is a pitcher-friendly stadium right now. And
depends on which way the wind blows.
I think it just depends on the wind.
Yeah,
it's the most wind-dependent stadium in the MLB.
Yep. I was about to say they also had last week or 2, whoever was their last homestand game. They had, I think it was 2 of the weakest hit, the slowest exit velo on pop-ups that ended up being home runs in Wrigley Field history.
That's insane.
It's like I think they were sub 100 miles an hour exit velo. It's just how do you I could do that if I just popped it up. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, it's to your point, Nate. It's it is hit or miss.
Yes.
Pun intended. Yeah. It's if the wind's blowing in, good luck. You could be throwing beach balls out there and it's staying in the field.
No other stadium affected by wind more than
100%. And I love that about that. I love that about Wrigley. So much character.
It is.
We got to go to a game, boys.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're very expensive right now.
I know.
I'll just sit
it's
on
never going to change either.
The top of the building. Those seats.
The rooftops?
Those are
rooftops way more, but they're so much more.
Are they worth more? Really?
They are, yeah.
That's a bummer.
Because the way it works up there is most of them will rent out the whole section, so it's tough to get individual seats up there. If you can find them, by all means, you might be able to score a little bit, but you got to understand what's included in those.
Yes, and food and drink is usually
included. Food and drink. Unlimited Snickers ice cream bars.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Free hot dogs, beef, spears, free unlimited Snickers ice cream bars.
So what you're saying is we should just do this anyway.
No. I said there's free unlimited Snickers ice cream bars, guys.
I was signed.
We should do this.
You're it's more expensive and
it's worth it. You can eat your weight in unlimited Snickers ice cream bars.
I've always, I've been
9 Snickers ice cream bars, 9 innings, maybe extra,
and a lot of diarrhea.
Speaking of that, a random note. Did you see JJ Watt had tweeted something?
5.5 innings.
5.5 innings.
Bro, he had how many sacks in the NFL? How many games did he have multiple sacks? That may be his most impressive.
It's easily the most impressive.
And then did you see his post-game meal? He goes to Culver's, gets another ice cream and a Butterburger. This guy ate 10,000 calories in a matter of 5 hours.
Criminal that he didn't win MVP.
Dude, for real.
Criminal.
For real. And again, this is eclipsing his entire NFL career. This is the greatest athletic feat I've ever seen in my life.
It was unbelievable.
5.5 innings, and they have the balls to be you guys are complaining about this? This is an easy chat. Did it in 5.5 innings. What are we doing?
Easy.
It's insane.
Easy. Just get Joey Chestnut out there. And
did you know Joey Chestnut cannot, his contract states he cannot eat a hot dog on camera?
Yes, I think that's
the funniest thing.
Yeah,
there's got to be the craziest stipulation in any contract.
If it's not a hot dog, it has to be a Nathan's hot dog.
No, it can't be. It literally he cannot eat any hot dog on camera. Period. Outside of specific events sponsored by Nathan's. I'm not saying can he eat a Nathan's hot dog? Not on camera unless Nathan sponsors that event.
And it's actually nuts. I'm sure it had nothing to do with it, but he actually just did a eating contest for the Savannah Bananas where they were banana splits.
How many
buns,
bananas?
Basically.
Yeah.
So,
but not dogs. Can't eat
dogs.
No,
not dogs. I thought it was just
the
banana
beers.
thing, but I
no
guess
dogs.
No dogs.
That guy has so many eating records. It's nuts. Have you ever looked at his stat sheet?
Greatest athlete ever.
There is a strong case that he is the greatest athlete at whatever he did.
Do we consider eating a sport though?
Yeah.
If we're considering bowling a sport, we are absolutely.
We consider the WNBA
if we're going to consider band a sport. I think we have to.
Well,
so that
is mayonnaise an instrument?
I want to sing the song he played so bad, but I'm not getting copyright.
DMCA.
It is a sport. Bam.
Wow.
Look at this. And while we're on this, can we just pull up Joey's records here? Just go to Joey Chestnut if you could. Let's look at some accolades.
My logic was if it's on ESPN, it's a sport.
100%.
Yeah.
Mine is the spelling bee. That's the only exception. I was like, come on, bro.
Oh my God. 17 mustard belts? Are you serious? Are you serious?
That's a lot of mustard.
76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. He holds 55 world records across various evening. Can we go down? Can you expand that a little bit? Show more. I want to see what else we got here. Total hot dogs.
Yeah, due to a contract
calories,
dispute.
350,000 calories in his career. That's better. Okay. Including chicken, wings, hard-boiled eggs. I parenthesized chicken and wings. Shouldn't have. There's a lot. At any rate, there's an argument that he is the single most dominant athlete who ever existed. Like, there's Secretariat and him.
It's wild.
Seriously.
I can't argue it. So,
there's nobody more dominant at their sport than Joey, the man.
Put him over Michael Phelps.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my argument.
Probably he's more American, maybe.
Certainly more American.
Oh yeah,
that is the single-handedly most American event.
Yeah.
He is definitely the most American. There's no question about it.
Shoot. Well, yeah. No, I mean, I guess we're going to be doing a lot of professional eating in the next 24 hours with all this trade news.
Yeah.
So
we should do that sometime, just for content. We should just do see how many dogs we can eat.
I'm getting smoked.
I have extreme
You know
confidence.
what? I could keep up with you.
Yeah, he's a slow eater.
We're both pretty slow.
We're very,
eaters.
very slow eaters.
I'm talking,
You're
dude.
smoking us.
I'm showing up.
They've
I'm
left me
showing
at the
up.
restaurant before.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have. Yeah, we've done that.
That's
We've
why I
done
like
that.
eating with you, though. It's like I can keep up with you.
Of course.
It's like,
Which
dude, he pushes it beyond enjoying his food. He's like, he doesn't enjoy it.
You would
hate
me too.
Dude,
he sips on his food.
Well, no, and that's the thing, dude. If we're out to eat, don't talk to me, because if I'm talking, I'm not eating.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because we'll talk.
I'll talk too, but that's just like,
yeah. But to be fair, I guess that kind of depends on what we're eating.
Whatever. You know, my boy.
I'm a bone-in kind of guy. You're a boneless kind of guy.
I'm also
you know, that's that it takes me a little bit longer, right? I'm not just like chucking them back there. You're still smiling at me or what?
All right, let's go to intermission, boys.
all right. That's fine. Well, yeah, we'll be right back. We got some more hot, juicy news for you. There it is. We're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, hey, let's just keep rolling on this topic of news. There's been some controversy coming up for a few former players here.
They may be reinstated.
Maybe not. I don't know, man.
They're not on the Dodgers, so they're not getting off so easy.
So we'll backpedal a little bit. So this started in Cleveland with Luis Ortiz for the gambling probe, and after saying no other players or members of the clubhouse were going to be named, they bring up someone who was coincidentally talked about as a trade candidate, Emmanuel Clase. Now, I know I've got the articles here. I'm going to show some videos just because I want to dig into the evidence, because I was looking last night, because I said, Luis Ortiz, it made sense. If he's pitching 5 to 6 innings a game, there's chances where you can bet on the next pitch. We've done it in football before, what the next drive is going to be.
And you haven't bet on next pitch in baseball?
No. Well,
electric.
It's
electric.
I will say. So they've changed it a little bit, because for the longest time, even looking for Emmanuel here, I just was confused. I'm like, Luis makes more sense at the beginning of the game. You could probably get away with it. How does it work in the 9th? And the only sports book I found that would allow any type of next pitch or like the first pitch of a batter was FanDuel, and it only allows you to do a same game parlay for it.
Really?
So, yes.
They must have changed that then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I was looking and I couldn't find anything, so it makes me wonder if this situation is bringing it down.
Interesting. Because I was about to say, when I went to a Cubs game a couple years back, I was in the bleachers, and I'm like, all right, the next pitch is going to be a ball. And it was actually, it was a great time. Lost a lot of money. A lot of money doing this.
I
wasn't on the mound, though.
So if we go to the, I think it's.
I saw this, yeah.
Go to the middle article here real quick, because I got to go down a hair bit. So the way they caught this, go down just a little bit more. go down. No. This is okay. So the MLB has been working with legal sports books, and the betting firm IC360 alerted 40 sports books about irregular betting patterns between Ortiz's 2 starts, one on June 15th, shout out, and the other on June 27th, almost shout out.
Only 2 pitches, though? That seems like not a great ROI.
Well, that's why I don't understand this, because how they're in game, right? They're not betting in the dugout unless this is going to come out later. So how are they letting someone know that, hey, this is the pitch to bet on, unless it's either pregame or, hey, friend, I know my game is at 6 o'clock tonight. In the 3rd inning, when the 3rd inning starts, I'm just throwing this in the dirt. Hammer it. Like,
it's hard to know. You could just get lit up in the 1st inning.
And that's true. And that's very
not
true.
Make it to the 3rd.
So dude, this is the part where it's like, I wish we had friends that were professional athletes. I would be the worst influence. Like, go ahead. What are you doing? Come on. Hit the man.
So at least I know there's the 2 main ones, and it might be in the first article here that's got the videos of, here we go. So this is the first pitch that is speculated to be evidence here. So nice and in the dirt.
Is Ortiz the guy that dropped the F-bomb when he threw a strikeout?
Yeah, I thought he was.
There are 2 different Ortiz pitchers, I think.
Yeah, and I'm also not sure. It is the world of like editing and AI.
I don't think this is AI.
I feel like it wouldn't be difficult for you to put in like the sound clip of like
no.
But I'm pretty sure it was a Guardians pitcher.
I believe it was. I think I know what you're talking about. I thought it was Ortiz.
And this is the second one.
Oh, I saw this one.
Yeah, this one is
pretty egregious. This was like something that would come out of my arm. Boink.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know, Jim. That's kind of.
And here's the graphic here that they break his first pitch breakdown down here. So majority are balls, unless you're Angel Rodriguez, who half of those might be strikes.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but. It's just alarming
when they say irregular activity, though. Like that's what I always get curious about that. Like, what alerts that? I know that there's definitely some indicators they have out there.
I think it's the size of the bet.
So size of the bet, or is it high volume of bettors placing? Like number of bets or number of
So the thing that probably tips them off, and I think this is how the college teams have been caught in the past for their betting probes. But they catch maybe like 5. It could be less, but like 5 bettors are betting like an egregious amount of money that's actually tipping the scale to the point where they can turn around and go, why is this person the anomaly? What's going on here? And this was a big thing because they're talking about, especially for Emmanuel Clase, he's making $5.4 million this year. Now, sure, in terms of what baseball makes, it's not a lot. But it's a problem.
A lot of money.
It's a problem. And that makes me wonder, what are they betting on these that's so alarming that you're not even alarming, but you're going to throw your career away potentially and get a lifetime ban for
tinfoil hat time here.
Okay.
If let's say we had a conglomerate of people with money, or one of us just had a ton of money to waste on this. If you went and looked up, like, all right, these are a list of relief pitchers or starting pitchers that I just despise, I want them out of the game, yada, 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 and they have a high ball first rate, and you just lay on a ton of money and they miss wild like that, are they going to be investigated? Because that could be like an inadvertent way to get somebody kicked out of baseball.
That's true.
They would probably be investigated, but I feel like it would come to a resolution fairly quickly once they can determine there's no true
and like that's the part where I'm curious about these ones. Like, what will come out as far as like linkability, traceability between the bets and then the pitcher.
And that's why I'm saying this is the weird thing for me with Luis Ortiz, because from the evidence I've seen, these are the only 2 pitches in question right now. Now, in mind, on the other end of it, Emmanuel Clase has had 40 appearances this year so far. And there's like a minute and a half of first pitches in the video here that are just
egregious.
What's going on?
That's my point. So it's like he could be one of those guys on the spectrum. Not that sounded bad. He could be one of those guys that's like on the cheating spectrum.
Go back to
you made it worse by even saying it. You would have been fine if you didn't even say
the middle one.
That's crazy.
He's borderline to where it's like, all right, if we pulled a ton of money, All I've seen is him throw wild pitches. I'm an Indians, Guardians fan. I keep doing this.
No, third one. I'm sorry.
It's
go back to
still
the third.
A new name-ish, so it happens.
But it's like, could you, in theory, incriminate a man if he's just a wild pitcher on his first couple of pitches?
Certainly not out of question. I mean, and the crazy thing is, you get these guys put on leave no matter what.
No matter what. That's my point. Is like barring an investigation, and if the investigation turns up nothing, like. How often are these guys coming back to play who aren't named Shohei?
Yeah.
So we got to read this prompt real quick. Back out of this video. So Emmanuel Clase has come into that game in particular. I'm sorry. This is the stat I just read. The 40 times this season. His first pitch of the 9th inning is a 17.5% ball rate. Mm-hmm. Well, I should say waste percentage, and that's just in the dirt. Now, pull that shit up, Jamie.
Pretty sure it's trademarked what you just said.
Is it?
Are you serious?
Well, hey, we're not monetized yet, so.
Just joking.
Fair enough. That was pretty bad.
Yeah. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is like, all right, proof in the pudding, 100% he's guilty, all this stuff like that. But it is the first pitch of a guy coming into a game in a relief position. It's like, there's probably a little bit of nerves there. I guarantee you, I put a lot of money on it, let's just say, that if you went around all of baseball and looked at the waste percentage on first pitches versus the remainder pitches of a reliever in the 9th inning, I'd bet it's pretty high.
I'd also like to add that half those pitches he's throwing like 97, 98 miles an hour. Those are pitchers that tend to be harder to control. So, I mean...
Sure.
Not saying that he wasn't intentionally throwing it there, but I mean...
And the point I would bring up, too, is like, this is not just recent. This is from throughout the entire season.
Yeah.
Correct. And
so why just now is he being investigated?
Right.
It's because recently somebody put money on it. And that's the part where it's like, oh, nice.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. All-time movie.
Oh, boy. No. I mean, the whole talk about integrity of the game here, it makes me wonder. So, obviously, this is being brought up this season. What about last year during the postseason with that, how atrocious Class A was against, what was it, the Yankees? I'm just...
Look into that. But there wasn't any betting trends that alerted any, books. That's the part where it's like, what's that threshold? I'd love to be...
Might just be a guy that just chokes in the postseason.
That too,
True.
That too.
True. I'm just...
That too.
The thing now is, I guess, unless he's proven innocent, we'll never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
I'd love to know, like, what the purse is on, amount of money spent betting against, Judge in the playoffs. Probably a ton.
Oh.
But he ain't going to get investigated because that's just him.
Oh, it's because he's a Yankee, too.
Yeah.
I think again,
I don't really know what you would bet against, right?
It's strikeouts, whatever.
Yeah, strikeouts, sure. I can see that.
Whatever. Error, I don't know if you can. All I know is, like, if there was a market to bet against Aaron Judge in the playoffs, I'm certain people are getting that.
I'm locking it in. I am locking. I'm betting the house.
100%.
This man is striking out.
I'm just curious because I'm gonna try to go to DraftKings here and I'm gonna pick a team.
While he's pulling that up here, I gotta ask a serious question here.
Okay.
How soon is it before Shohei and his interpreter move to Cleveland?
Well, how many years left on his contract?
Ipe and Shohei teaming up.
He's going to defer the move to 20 years in the future. He's going to defer it.
Interesting.
I saw they're making a whole documentary series on that. Because of course
they are. It's just
another
to Netflix, right?
I think so. 100%. Another way to make money off Ohtani. It's unbelievable, but. Oh.
That has been the easiest bet to make if there was one. Like, all right, will Netflix make a documentary about this 100%. Event? That one 100% was
coming from a mile away.
So, I mean, I was hoping to find like a home run over under, but just...
But are you looking at recent games like normal season? Because I do feel like the markets open up a lot more in postseason.
Right. And it could. It's just flipping refresh on me because the game just started. But I'm looking at the Rangers right now, and I was looking at like Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, and I mean, granted... They're no Aaron Judge, but even then, to go under half a hit is still minus 250 and larger.
You're right. So, they're more of a one.
It's just,
but not for Judge though.
I would argue it would be. I honestly, I would argue that.
Wait. You're saying to have less than half a hit for Judge, it would be
minus 250 at least.
I don't think so.
I feel like
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. I would love to say it's less, but that would be such
He's batting 320, 30, 315.
Actually, he's on the IL.
Well, yeah,
he's
that's
not
why we
batting
don't
at all
know.
right now.
That's why we don't know. But my point is the guy's got a great batting average. I have to imagine him to get one hit is I don't know, minus 150.
We'll have to look into it. We'll have to keep a tab on that, and then when we get there, whenever he comes back, we can look it up. Cause
just before the playoffs.
Sure.
Because then those numbers are probably right.
They're dipping.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on here in baseball. But there was another gambling issue that arose today. Yeah, Agent Zero, the gunslinger himself.
Yes, well, he took the heat. He took the fall.
So they say. Wait a minute. For the article today?
No,
for
the gun incident. Yeah, he took the fall apparently. Yeah, I forgot who his teammate was that got tied up.
I pronounced the name wrong. It was Javaris.
Yeah,
it started with a C.
Yeah,
Clevington or something like that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's not gonna come to me. But point being is that guy I guess had a prior or something like that on his record to where it was like he would have been really messed up in the legal system. And so
but
Gilbert
they pulled guns on each other.
Yeah,
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, but the Gilbert got in trouble for it because they were his guns.
Oh well.
But apparently they weren't all his guns, allegedly.
Dang.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but dude's a great teammate.
Yeah, and he's also a great
degenerate gambler too.
He's a great host. So yeah, Gilbert was now this is all supposed, right? Innocent until proven guilty. Hosting private poker games in one of his houses.
Love that.
And he was charged with a lot of things. I know.
What's the problem?
He had women of the evening there as well, giving massages. As ESPN called it, companionship.
What murders?
Getting a little weird.
Well, so now
he was a great guy.
This all happened in 2002. My favorite part about this entire investigation is he was also charged with falsely providing information to the FBI, claiming that he was not hosting these parties and these poker events.
Damn.
I got proof.
Diddy got away with it.
I got proof. Look at this man's poker table.
Oh yeah, that guy definitely.
There's no way he had any involvement in this, right? There's no way.
What is in the background there? What are all those boxes?
Pizza boxes, right?
I don't think so.
I was jokingly thinking that too.
It's like again, this is like a Diddy conspiracy. That could be lube.
There's no poker party like Gilbert Arenas party.
You're not wrong.
Weirdly packaged lube.
I don't know, dude. But whatever it is, why do you need that many of them?
Guns.
Probably.
Or more guns.
Well, it's a set of legs. It says set of 2 legs.
Interesting.
Some So
one
maybe
set of 2
chairs,
legs.
table. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoever makes this packaging, just horrible graphics on this thing.
Great graphic on the table.
I work in this industry, so I know a thing or two about it, my friends. That is just a horrible packaging job. Gilbert, if you need a
point from what we're trying to figure out here.
Sorry. This is how he gets exonerated.
That's okay. Yeah, right. So who knows? Is it photoshopped? I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I doubt it. I mean,
no, that man's guilty for sure.
Yeah.
However, what murder? What are we talking about here?
The best guy
He was
around.
a great guy. What did he do?
Oh boy, yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's not looking good.
No.
Oh, Gilbert.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, Agent Zero doesn't become Agent
Undercover
5 to 20.
Yeah, or that too. Yeah.
5 to 20.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of charge this brings, but
I think it said it was 5 years for each count.
Well, he's already got some priors too. So
what you just said is pretty accurate.
So, anyways, he started blasting.
He started blasting.
Oh boy,
what murders?
Yeah, no, the NBA's had some scandals. I mean, obviously this is a retired player, and we all know what happened to Jonte Porter.
Yeah,
that guy, man. If we're talking about selling games, that guy was.
What was he betting on? Too? It was like
his threes.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like why? Who else would be betting on these obscure players' threes under? What? 1,
Someone
2?
who has a serious problem.
Yeah.
Don't
this is true.
No. Put that finger down. Put that finger down. Well, no. Hey, It's fun though. That was actually that was the last leg on my Christmas parlay. Not Jonte Porter, but an under on the threes, and it brought the biscuits home.
Oh, you did win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Congrats.
So that's good.
Good for you.
He could get not good for Jonte Porter though, but
sucks to be him.
Well,
any other gambling conspiracies?
I don't know about that. I mean, I wore my legendary Laramie Tunsil jersey today of the draft slide.
Are we bringing up football then? Are we transitioning into football here?
Let's see. What I know we're getting close to break here, but
I was about to say. I mean, we could if we want to take a quick one and then get into it, we certainly can.
It's up to you.
There's a lot of good news in the training camp market.
We still got 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Well, so if we're talking, because I think this would be a smooth transition here, shooting guns, finger blasting your homies. Yeah. Christian Wilkins dropped.
Oh yeah,
and I am shocked that I had to learn you a thing or two about how he was finger popping each other.
Well, no,
I was just as perplexed. That one of the craziest locker rooms ever,
dude.
That Clemson team,
that's 2016.
Him and Deshaun Watson.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's where Deshaun learned it from.
I would like to put my hand up because when I told you this is a text message thread between the four of us here, but. Nick sent the video and I said, what are you talking about? I didn't know Christian Wilkins did this. When I saw the video, I said, I've seen this before. I didn't know that was Christian Wilkins.
He's finger popping each other's ass.
Yeah.
He did you see him after they won the Natty on Clemson?
Yeah.
We all could have predicted this was going to happen.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with these are the okay, so they are table legs.
Oh, that's
makes sense.
So that is evidence right there. This is a big operation here. Why do you need
That's a
37 sets of table legs.
All right, forensic analysis over.
That's good, actually.
Wow. Yeah, no. So it makes me wonder then, what was that kiss about in that locker room, man?
Maybe he was like, "Good night, Moon."
Stay golden, pony.
Could have been something very,
But he was offended.
Mundane.
He was offended. So you would think he'd do that to the opposition, the opposing players, not his own team. I don't.
Well, you gotta wonder. I mean, he did finger pop opposition.
He's also grabbing balls too, right?
That too. Yeah, he did that. That man had zero boundaries whatsoever.
It's kind of crazy that situations like Christian Wilkins is being brought up right now when it makes you think of years ago with what happened to Richie Incognito.
Yeah, he was bullying. Which wasn't even that bad, I heard too. The guy who came out, I forgot who it was. He obviously wasn't good enough to keep on the team. Not. But whoever came out with that story and leaked it, apologized to Incognito recently, like last year or something. Really? Yeah, basically said I was pressured into leaking it. I never thought it was that bad. Yada yada yada.
Wow.
Yeah, he's I regret that. I hurt his legacy and career and all stuff like that. Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean,
meaning, hey boys, bullying is back.
Oh, it's very back.
So back, Chad.
You just can't go knuckle deep. That's all that we can't do that.
Or kiss your homies on the forehead, apparently. So
can't OJ it either. We have to keep the streak alive.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about OJ.
Yep.
If he would have done
episode now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well.
All right.
That's why
running back.
That's what I had. Do we want to take a quick little break? Because this did just power
and
off.
there that goes. So I guess we'll see that
Perfect
one a little
timing,
bit.
Actually,
you know what? Why not? Let's grab some sodies. Let's stretch the legs a little bit. Get your snacks. We'll be right back.
Yes. That's perfect timing.
I think I heard the beep. I think we're back. Last stretch, home stretch here. Man, why not start it off with another fantastic segment of Designated Hater? Breaking news has hit the floor today. The Cubs have just acquired Michael Soroka. And boy, let me tell you, not the trade I was hoping to see. I despise Michael Soroka. So last year, he was with the White Sox and didn't win a single game. I think he had Oh, go ahead.
Okay. To be fair,
it is the White Sox.
The 2024 White Sox.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That set records.
Yeah.
That is not totally fair. That being said, this is your designated hater. So I'm going to step back.
That's fine. That's fine. Listen, I appreciate it. The problem is, yes, you're right. The 2024 White Sox were obviously not a good team. However, it's just the fact that Soroka's coming back to Chicago is what you know what? For the sake of it, I hope it works out. It worked out when we signed Matthew Boyd after him not pitching for 2 years. It's worked out with...
well, he pitched last year.
Mm-hmm. That's brutal.
I know he did. But nonetheless, it worked out for Pomeranz. Yeah. He was doing all right.
Yeah.
The issue that I have, the main issue I should say at the moment, is now we have Michael Soroka and Chris Flexen, and I hate both of those guys. Dude. I hate.
They're not great.
Need to fix that.
They're not great.
Need to fix that.
I know.
No, man.
I gotta ask though, like, what is his like bad? I mean, does he pitch to like weak contact, strong contact? Like the ERA thing, I think is like misleading for certain pitchers. Point an example here would be like Sandy Alcantara on the Marlins. Good pitcher for the most part. However, he's got an inflated ERA that I think can be attributed to a bad defense around him, and also I don't know if Soroka is like
and that's what this
a victim of that.
Adam pulled up this article here from MLB.com here, and that's I think the big thing here. So from June 6th to July 23rd. Michael Soroka has recorded 55 strikeouts and held opponents to a .129 batting average. Now, I think where the inflation comes in, like you're saying, is after the 6th inning, where apparently it balloons to a 16.5 ERA compared to a 2.4 in the first inning and a 5.25 in the 5th.
Talk about that.
No, and that's what I'm saying. So maybe we just don't let him go past the 4th.
You're right.
Here's the thing. He this year with Washington very unlucky because his FIP is 4.12.
See,
and so Washington they're not a good team this year. Well, defensively, they're not good. And last year, his ERA was like 5-something, and his FIP was under 5. So he does not get. I'm not saying he's a phenomenal pitcher,
but what did we give up for him? I think is the question that is
that's
top of mind, and I'm not sure. Yeah,
it could be bad, but I imagine you're not giving up a whole ton.
They couldn't have given up Ballesteros, right? I don't think they could have or would have. They're not giving up Casey for sure. Owen Casey.
There's not for Soroka.
But
no.
I don't know.
I think
if it's not for a lot, I'm okay with this.
I would assume maybe cash considerations, or who knows, maybe they threw in Chris Flexen, and maybe it evens it out. It's perfectly balanced.
I would not do cash considerations if you're trying to sign Kyle Tucker.
No,
you need every last.
I would agree.
Every last dollar.
I just, for the sake of this, man, this is not the Washington pitcher I wanted to see traded.
Yeah, Mackenzie Core was not getting traded. He's
for the right piece of the pie. I don't know.
That would have been
I don't think the Cubs
87%
have
of the pie.
a deep enough farm system to entice them.
Look, I agree with you. The only reason that I don't think Mackenzie Gore gets traded this deadline is because of the interim GM. Mm-hmm. I don't see the owner allowing an interim GM to trade their ace.
You could say it's because of the implications.
Well, it's definitely because of the implication. But,
sorry.
No, we'll see, man. Hey, I hope Soroka.
It's worthy of hate, though. It is worthy of hate. I mean, this far into the season, you have a team, and I'll be honest, they're sputtering. I think they're like 17-15 over their last like 30 plus games.
Better than the Tigers, to be fair.
Yeah,
they just lost 6 in a row.
Historic fashion too. They lost in historic fashion. But like either way, you have a team that is promising to a point where they are one of the leaders in favorites for winning the World Series, and this is the move you make. Unless there's something in the back end here, the next 20 hours or so that changes this, and this is like just kind of like a minor story.
But sure, and to the point here, it's making is maybe they move him to long relief.
Yeah.
It's just,
but not after the 6th inning.
Well, no,
not after the 6th inning. I can see this stat here. I don't like that at all.
No, I don't like that either. I mean, when's Javier coming back? He's coming back soon, right? He's got
yeah. He did I think it was like, I don't know if it was like a 40 pitch stint down in minors in Arizona this week, but they are starting to slowly ramp him back up, good. Which is nice. You got Jameson Taillon, who is still out, but he's looking okay. When he's on this year. I think Cade Horton is showing a lot of promise, at least in his last few starts here. So it's one of those scenarios where it's like you have at bare minimum you have 2 solidified starters. You got Boyd and you got Shota. discount their last starts. We'll just put an asterisk around their last starts here. Don't count those.
It was a sympathy.
Shota was tipping pitches. Shota was tipping pitches.
It was a sympathy.
He had a bad beef the night before. I know it happened. I seen it before. It's food poisoning. He's fine. His tummy was rumbling. Yeah.
He
spent too much time with
Ippei. He hooked up with Shohei's interpreter. Yes. You know.
But. Again, you got two guys that are like solidified in this rotation. Outside of those two guys, it is like plug and play. You know,
losing Steele was brutal.
I know, and you're not going to get him.
It's impressive what the Cubs have done despite 100%. Losing him as early as they did. So.
They still have, I believe, and we can check this up in the stats, but I think they still have the #1 run differential. Maybe not after the last few games.
No, they were so far ahead for a while that the last few games won't make a huge difference.
Hopefully not. Fingers crossed. But at any rate, that means something about their starting. I know they've been the best scoring team behind the Dodgers all season, but it means something for their pitching, staff.
I think, and granted, obviously it depends on a lot of variables and factors for the pitching, but I know the Cubs were one of the 5 teams with the easiest schedule remaining.
Yeah.
It just the only thing, and exactly the only thing that makes me worry is someone we joked about it a few episodes ago. Do the Cardinals get hot? Does Milwaukee keep it going? I mean, there's all the other variables here. Tucker's in a slump right now.
They're not going to resign him.
They better.
Is this a hater segment or not? Because I'm hating
for
you at this point.
I wrapped it up. I mean,
for God's sakes,
shift it this way.
So. No, you kind of hit the nail on the head. I hate the Cubs for this shit. I said this.
Too cheap.
The first episode, it is like my pre-hate, pre-designation, or 2 episode, whatever it was. I knew this was going to happen, dude. Like, they just do not open up their pocketbooks like they should. Go to this camera here. I am so frustrated with the damn Cubs. Again, as we mentioned here, they got to start acting like they're a marquee, pun intended, team in the MLB. It can't just continuously be...
You're a big market. It's inexcusable to be the third biggest city
100%
in America. And it being the most popular team in the city.
Maybe with the extension for Jeff Boyer, that's the first step in this. I mean,
maybe, but yes, he's been a great front office figure for the Cubs, but I feel like he's fallen into a lot of good situations. Having
Stan Bowman.
Yes, that's a great point.
Stan Bowman literally only signed Marian Hossa. That's it. That's all he did.
Fell into great drafts or lucky drafts,
and
whatever.
Covered some things up.
Yeah,
we don't need to get into that.
We don't need to talk about that. At any rate, though, it's I feel has gotten... I don't want to say lucky. There's a couple of good trades in there. I give him PCA as a good trade here now, but looking back on it, he wasn't what he was touted to be until this year. This year he's playing lights out, and is it going to continue? I certainly hope so, but
it might not.
It could also be a fluke.
The impact of Tucker is undeniable.
That's kind of where I'm going with
it. Saya was fine last year,
100%. But Suzuki's playing. Yeah, everybody on this team this year specifically is playing to the best of their abilities, in my opinion, and it's we are judging this front office on that fact and that alone, and it's you guys got to understand they really haven't built up a good farm system. They haven't made a ton of great trades. Off-season acquisitions, I will give them the Michael Bush signing or trade or whatever. I'll give them a couple of points there, but ultimately I just feel like it is something where he's getting a lot more credit than I think he is deserving of. I don't know. That's just my take on it. Again, say what you will about the Dodgers, say what you will about the Yankees, but at least they know how to be a big market club. And the Cubs 100%. Absolutely should fall into that
category. Inexcusable. That
they
never have.
Never have. It comes down to this and this alone. You haven't re-signed Tucker. You haven't. And the person that you traded for, Tucker, is looking like he is going to be the NL or AL MVP, not MVP, Rookie of the Year. And I think this kid, Cam Smith, is going to have a great career, lengthy career.
He's not beating out Nick Kurtz.
That I will say that. Yeah, Nick Kurtz is having...
Jacob Wilson.
Yeah.
The other... one of the Athletics guys is going to be there. But Cam Smith has balled out, and Paredes has looked phenomenal.
Exactly.
Albeit because of the Mickey Mouse left field.
100%.
Regardless.
But it just goes back to the point. It just goes back to the point. And this is like time is a flat circle, I feel, as a Cubs fan, as a Bears fan, as a Chicago fan in general here. Is like you get good players, you get whatever. You shell out the farm system, you trade the picks, whatever it is. Okay, re-sign them, and let's pray and hope that player that you traded for is still going to be the guy. But 9 times out of 10, they either don't sign him or he doesn't, pan out.
Blackhawks are notorious too. They went for like 2011.
100% Bulls.
They haven't re-signed their first-round pick since Kane and Taves, I think.
100%, yeah. And it's like...
So it's horrible.
It is beyond frustrating. And I feel like you just hit the nail on the head with the Bulls. That is probably the most frustrating franchise. And
that's a big one.
At least all the other teams can find a direction. At least all the other teams can admit we're rebuilding, we're doing this. The Bulls are like, we're going to sell out seats and win 42 games a year.
This is designated hater for me on here.
Go ahead,
Billy Donovan.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
How in the world did this man... I don't know if I've ever seen a coach in my life ride the coattails of his legacy with a previous team, minus maybe Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers riding
you would know a lot about
He's
that.
been riding quite
Celtics
a bit.
ring.
He's been riding
that for a while, but Billy Donovan has been riding these Florida titles for so long.
100%.
And I do not understand how he still has this job. Now, I will give him one thing and one thing only. The team that he's given has historically not been good. I mean,
I don't care how good a coach you are. Patrick Williams ain't going to pay
out.
No,
it's not.
What are we doing?
And if I could add fuel to your fire, I know you and I joked about it off screen, where of the last 10 years, the only time Chicago hasn't led in attendance was, I think, in 2020.
There were 2 times.
Yeah. So 80%.
But they were second and third.
What
in those 2 years?
Jerry have?
Yeah.
None.
So it's just... And it sucks because, don't get me wrong, I mean, I would love to go to more basketball games, but the fact that we're selling out and we're losing in the play-in tournament...
Stop going to games.
Yes.
Especially the Miami games.
Yes.
Miami owns the Bulls rent-free right now. Stop going.
Dude, it's so frustrating, man. It is so frustrating. It's like, let's be honest, though. Did the Billy Donovan extension surprise anybody?
No, because
they refused to let him go interview with the Knicks, dude. It's like
Chicago move ever.
It was like the writing was on the wall, and like the second they were like, "We're not going to let him go see," it's like, are you guys stupid?
The Knicks made a really stupid decision, and they wanted Billy Donovan.
I'm saying,
I will say,
yes.
In the defense of it, you look at who's on the market right now. Yes, Malone would have been a great hire. Would he want the current roster of the Bulls? I don't know.
No. You're missing the point here. We don't need a coach. We don't need a team. We need a front office that's willing to start selling out places for trades.
And need fans
for picks.
that would be willing to stop going.
That's
to make it. Because you're not moving the Bulls.
But
you're not moving a Chicago team. Besides maybe the White Sox.
But when Jerry, the owner of your team, is admitting, saying, all we want to do every year is just compete late in the season here. Those last, games, what is it, games 62 through 72, we want to be competitive, or whatever, 82 games, whatever it is. The last 20 to 15, games of the season, all they care about is like, we just want to be competitive. It's like, what you're saying right there is you want to be a mediocre team that's like on the bubble every single year.
Nobody wants their team to be in the Mickey Mouse.
I don't want those games to be competitive. I want those games to mean nothing to us because we clinched a playoff seed already. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
That's what you should be going for. But what incentives does he have if all the seats are, all the fans are in the seats? Everything is just getting sold out.
Exactly.
So it's like, we don't need a coach. Get rid of him. Find a direction. Sell the team. Period. End of discussion.
100%.
Yeah.
Or be willing to win.
Yeah.
If you want to be serious about winning.
You have the, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, you have the NBA team. Yeah. The Lakers could be that, but like, it is the NBA team. They're the only team that has not changed their logo. Like, they are the NBA. The Bulls.
It's a base take.
That's very base take.
I don't think so, dude.
Boston and LA are kind of 1 and 2.
I would agree, but I think that rivalry,
LA and Boston,
I think that rivalry whitewashes it. I think you look back to the 90s, you get that the double 3-piece, you know what I mean? Whatever it is.
That's really the only decade we could.
I know. But again, the Bulls are such a historic franchise. Yeah, but they're such a historic franchise. Like they are in the same realm as the Celtics, as the Lakers.
Sure.
You're going to argue, but like I think it's a
Jordan alone gets him in the conversation, but outside the 90s, the Bulls don't have anything.
But even I'm talking like even to be fair,
the Celtics don't have really anything besides the Mickey Mouse 1960s Plumbers era, but they do at least have the 80s. And recently in 2024.
You're right, but if we just take success out of it, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so sure. And
the Browns are one of the most historic NFL teams. 3. Yeah.
But I just, when you think NBA, people are going to go Lakers first.
Yeah, I understand that take. But my counterpoint to that would be they're from Minnesota.
True.
You know what I mean? Like that's why I think the Bulls have that staying power where it's like they have been the Bulls, they are the Bulls, they'll never not be the Bulls.
People think the organization Lakers first, but they think Michael Jordan first.
You're right. Yeah, I can see that.
That's what they think. They think Michael Jordan, they think the intro, of course, come on.
Yeah.
And I think most iconic.
The logo.
Jerseys.
I think they have the best logo period too. So
I mean, just to kind of wheel it back, because I definitely wasn't trying to argue a different point, but
we're just out here hating.
Of course. In terms of the Billy Donovan extension part of it, to me, and I hope in a few years we can look back on this, and this is a correct hot take, it almost feels interim. Where I'm hoping 2 years, and 2 years down the road still sucks. Is a fan of the team because you don't want to be talking about it, but give it a year, if that, maybe a year and a half, and Billy gets probably, in my opinion, fired. If they don't,
why extend him?
That was the point I was saying is
you have guaranteed money now. Then that's the problem.
They might. I think what he's trying to say is, if you don't like anything right now,
you
extend him
for now
until you like someone better down the road.
Right. Now
there might not be coaches out at the moment that the Bulls like. That's the logic I'm getting.
That's exactly where I'm going.
Totally get where you're coming from.
Now I don't know how big the contract is or how long the contract is, but
I can find it.
And so here's the little asterisk, the little caveat I'm going to drop on here. Sprinkling of take it with a grain of salt. What does Jerry care about more than anything in this world?
Money.
Yes. Why would you spend the money on a Billy Donovan as coach when you could just... Yes, because Nate, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
why would you spend your money on that coaching caliber if you could just get a bottom-of-the-barrel guy, decide that our team is on this trajectory, we're trading all the pieces. I'm telling you. I don't give a shit.
Bulls should have gotten Brad Stevens when he was available. I'm just saying. Brad Stevens,
You're right.
Celtics were genius going for him. I knew from day one that was one of the smartest moves because he was
now he's one of the best front office guys. Yeah.
And now he was a genius coach, and now he's an even smarter owner. Or not owner, but president of operations.
Right.
So that should have gone for him, but alas, hopefully, bring back Tibbs.
Yeah, we're just.
You could have done that.
Yeah, you could have.
I don't know if I want that. I mean, he's better than Billy Donovan, arguably, but I don't want to see more players.
Yeah, again, I'm like.
To be fair, what players are you hurting? That
that's a good point. Again, I'm like, I am firmly in the seat of like, we just need to find a direction, and it can't be 42 and 42.
Can't be
42
50 and 40. Million guards too.
No.
Yeah. You gotta have your identity here, and it's like, again, I think that this right now, you're hiring Billy Donovan, you will never not finish in the middle of the pack around 500.
Holding on to Vucevic.
And the problem is, dude, like this next season, the East is so bare minimum. Like there's so much problem with the East right now.
That's what surprises me. Like people are saying the Celtics are going to tank. I was like,
no, why? They're going to win.
I get you're missing Tatum. You lost Porzingis, you lost Drew Holiday. So be
what happened to Tatum? Sorry, that's too soon. Sorry, that one hurt. That one hurt.
But
sorry.
I mean,
I know what happened.
They're not losing. People are saying they're going to lose like 50 games. I was like,
no,
what?
No, they're too well coached. It's too deep. Yeah.
Like what do we look? Because the Pacers their Pacers are going to take a step back. The Heat are going to stay.
Philly might be like the dark horse. That's not really a dark horse.
As long as you're stuck with Paul George's contract,
that's the problem.
That's holding him so far back.
And it's always the X factor with Joel, who's going to play half the games.
He's not playing.
That's
40 games at least.
That's the biggest caveat. Is if with their age considerations now, if in terms of the East, if Philly can stay healthy, I agree with the dark horse. I would also agree make the point for the West if the Clippers can stay healthy.
Yeah, this is true.
That's a big one.
Now, the real dark horse, in my opinion, that nobody's talking about, Orlando.
I've always loved Orlando.
100%.
I think Orlando could make a run this year.
Best song in the league. I'm sorry.
Hit the button. Hit the button.
Yeah.
They were looking phenomenal until Boncaro got hurt. That was tough. I felt bad for him because I thought
I can't wait to talk more basketball as we get closer to the season.
We're too far away for me to really get into it.
No, this is good. This is good. Sprinkle the seeds in. We'll water them over the next few weeks, and we'll.
Well, I'll go into my next hater segment.
Sure, go ahead.
It's not really hate.
Floor is yours.
My Pookie Bear, Christian Gonzalez.
Pookie.
Got hurt again.
Yep. R.I.P.
Got hurt.
He's about to spit on
Come on, man.
R.I.P.
I'll back up, but
no.
Gotta stay healthy, man. Yeah. But he's supposed to come back. Yeah.
Best ability is availability.
Right over his head.
Right over.
I heard it.
He will be back week 1.
Good.
Supposedly, but
we'd love to see it.
I just hate the fact that he's hurt. Like you're our best player on the team, undisputed. So that's a tough loss. So it's not really a rant, but I was like, man, it gave me a scare, man. It could have been really bad. It sounded like it could have been really bad.
Yeah. Did he get carted off?
Did he dislocate his toe?
Thankfully, I don't think he did. So thankfully, so he's not a wuss.
That's
in that
true.
Regard,
did you guys hear the interim too on that story? It was like he hid behind a tree and then got carted off.
That's crazy.
Justin Fields.
I did not.
Yeah, the reports out were hurt his toe, went behind a tree, and then got carted off. What he did behind the tree, we don't know. But he was, I guess,
Justin.
I don't know.
It's
interesting.
Justin.
It's interesting. He's vegan.
Jet's gonna jet.
The Jets, yeah.
We know the acronym. Jet. Just end their season. Come on.
Yeah, just end the season.
Come on.
But I guess on the other leaf though, we talked about it last week. There are 2 players who are now reporting to camp. We got Washington and Terry McLaurin.
Scary.
And Cincy with Trey Hendrickson.
Scary Terry, I thought was always a hold in.
He
They just got to get the contract done, and the question is, will they do it before week 1? And I think they will.
I hope they do, because especially I think he's been a class act about it the entire time he's out there signing.
He's worn only 1, 2, 4 jerseys, but the same team. But he's a 1, 2, 3, 4 jersey guy.
Yeah, 4th is the last one. I swear.
Yeah,
you got to sign him.
Go 5.
They go back.
Yeah. Seriously,
I won't get into that tonight.
But the man endured. Was it Dan Snyder led team? He endured a Dan Snyder owned team, and that deserves all of the extension money in the world.
You're on a Dan Snyder team in
that shows
the
most
wicked, evil division in the league.
It's the worst.
You have to deal with the Giants, Eagles, and Cowgirls.
Dude, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Poor Terry out here.
But after Terry, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just had to bring that up.
No, I appreciate that.
Trey Hendrickson, still not getting paid, but he's a hold-in. He's back practicing. They were fining him $50,000 a week or $50,000 a day or a missed practice, whatever it was. Well, it's maybe not pocket change because he might not get paid. So
I don't want to talk
what pockets.
About
that's an interesting one. How that works.
It's too juicy.
You're fining me for not paying me, and so I'm not showing up because you're not paying me. So you're fining me.
Just don't pay him.
Yeah,
that should be the logic for me. I'd say you're not gonna get paid, but I'm not gonna fine you.
And with all the front office stuff happening in Cincy, dude, is he gonna get an extension there, or is he gonna be traded?
He's probably. I think.
Or does he just go to free agency?
I think they have to pay him.
I think they're too incompetent.
I think
he's gonna walk.
I think so too.
I think they're gonna find a way to. He's gonna walk.
Is he gonna be a holdout mid season? Is he gonna pull a Hassan Reddick, or is he gonna play and then go to free agency?
I think he's the guy. The fact that he came back, I think he's gonna play it out. I think he's the kind of guy
he's coming back because he's getting fined $50,000.
I think that's part of it. But I feel like he's the kind of guy that wants to prove that he's worth the money.
I also think he fits the criteria as to what their owner has been talking about recently. He doesn't want to pay criminals, right? And I mean, Trey Hendrickson,
true.
As far as I'm concerned, stand-up guy. I don't think he's got a record.
Very true.
Pay the man.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't their owner a chick?
No.
I'm fairly certain their owner is a chick, but their GM is a dude.
Hold up, Chad. What do we got here?
because I know she was the one that, like, it could be just like a CEO or something she called out and was like, yeah, we
Mike Brown.
Oh, okay. Who's the chick then?
There is,
because the chick is the one that was like, she was
out
there saying like, yeah, we've come to him with like a fair offer and he's got to come to the table and play. And he's like, what the? You guys have never reached out to me once.
GM or
maybe, I don't know. Or like chairman. She's in a position of power. I know that.
No. Raiders, apparently.
Here, I bet I can find it in 2 seconds here.
That's
I'll find it in 2 seconds here.
There's a few more than I thought there were. I just know the Jets owner doesn't want to sign guys based on their batting ratings. So
that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Love that.
Oh, Jets.
Hey.
Here.
This looks like Jets over here.
Oh, does it?
Well, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
I did, though. Oh, I got to find this now. Yeah.
Oh, man, this is going to be great.
You guys go on while I find
that's fine. So, in terms of, I know you brought up Christian's injury there. Drake May, I know he's been looking all right with those completion percentages.
He looked pretty good today. He was 10 for 13, 11 on 11s. I think he had 70% completion percentage and 7-on-7. So he had a pretty good day today. He's connecting well with Stephon Diggs. That's the big thing. That's why we brought him in. He needs to be the guy that glues all this together, and then the other guys need to step up. But
very true.
Yeah. So he looked good today. He's not turning it over like JJ or Caleb are.
Yeah, JJ's turning over like crazy, dude.
So is Caleb.
Just JJ. Just JJ.
Yeah, we'll see. And actually, really quickly, the guy that I've actually been watching, it's not Drake May, Jared Wilson, the guy we drafted 3rd round out of Georgia.
Could be something.
He's not going to play center, actually.
Oh.
I think we've shifted him to left guard.
I did see that.
And I'm so happy because Cole Strange, you suck. I genuinely hate you.
Yeah. You guys are doing the right
first
thing,
round pick.
Yeah, but you guys are doing stuff, though, with your interior, though. I like that.
And I'm excited about Jared Wilson's nasty. Will Campbell's having a good.
Yep, that's what I was going to bring up, too. Yeah, he looks good.
That's what
the other guys have been iffy,
but those two... They need to be the impact guys,
100%.
And they've had a phenomenal camp so far.
They're keeping Will Campbell at left tackle, right? They're not.
Yeah,
okay.
Will was always left tackle.
I just want to make sure
Wilson,
that's
I had no idea.
Shit, my organization.
I had no idea what they were going to do because we signed Bradbury, so I was like, I thought he'd be back up maybe, but Wilson's done well enough that he's going to start right away, and he's going to left guard.
That's good. That's good. Good on you guys.
Very big one.
I mean, and we got the best offensive line, and
I don't know, man. Listen,
everybody's saying so.
You can say it all you want.
Might not say a lot. I don't know.
Everyone's saying it. We're the 4th best line in the NFL. I'm not saying that. Others are saying that. Well, I'm not the one saying. I'm saying it right now.
New England's is 3rd best, and that's not saying a lot because the Jets exist. But hey,
good stuff, Nate.
Hey, listen. I'm just excited.
Winners,
sorry, you're gonna be catching strays.
Listen, I mean, I think arguably the two of the weaker links in Minnesota the last few years have been center and right guard, and
those aren't important positions.
We decided to get rid of Garrett Bradbury and Ed Ingram this year. We added,
makes me nervous about Bradbury's, but we'll see.
That's right. He signed with New England, didn't he?
Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. So Bradbury is going to start now.
Yeah. Well, he's a good catcher.
Hey, whatever it takes to get Cole Strange off the field. I mean, he's not that bad, but where he was drafted, like he should have been a 3rd rounder. And Bill fashion was like 1st round pick. Yeah.
Nice.
He's going to fit the system, even though there's like 15 other guys better.
I'm excited to see how they all mold out. I mean, with the Vikings adding Ryan Kelly and Will Fries here, I'm excited to see how it molds.
I like Will Fries. I will give you that.
It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. We got some big beefy men on the line again.
Yeah. A lot of people for JJ to throw over and miss and get intercepted.
Again?
Sorry, who said something?
Say something? I don't know. You're the one saying something right now, Fred. I don't know.
Play the clip.
Oh, you want to play some clips?
Well, there's several clips. A lot of them.
I'd love to see these.
And if you notice, if you zoom in on this, it's actually from this year. It's not with a different coach.
Well, no, hold on. Okay, so hear me out. You got to explain some of this then.
Hear me out. He's thrown to the best receiver, doesn't give him a 50-50 ball.
That's not You know who that is, right?
No, I know. But I can still make comments on it.
That's fine. So this is the other one that you were talking about here, right?
That's just a bad decision.
Okay.
That's miscommunication.
Okay.
Horrible throw. Horrible throw.
It's,
horrible throw.
It's good defense, I guess, It's
I don't know if it's good defense if you're throwing it to him with nobody on him in 5 yards. And this one's my favorite one.
This is also my favorite one.
Into double coverage. Gotta love to see it.
This is my favorite one too.
Yeah, you gotta love to see it.
I can't wait to tell.
Good
see
play
why
action. Look at him down the whole way. Right in the double.
Got him.
Right in the double coverage.
Man.
And pick six.
But you want to know what's crazy about that last one that I know I can confirm here?
What's crazy about it, Brandon?
That video is from last year.
Oh, okay. So I slide in 4 clips of him throwing interceptions.
I'm just saying.
And I get one from last year. However, the only clip you had against Caleb
was
last year with a Matt Eberflus sled team behind him.
I would like to point out something.
You wouldn't like to apologize?
Now hold on. Because
I haven't posted any of these videos.
You have not. You have not. Well, yeah, it was posted this year, Adam. That doesn't mean it's from this year.
No, I don't know what that means.
No. If you just type in,
don't look up the extras. No, this is important. This isn't important.
Okay. Well, I mean,
he's a rookie in training camp.
No. Grack, look at Grack. Grack will know.
This is last year.
Grack will
28
know.
likes.
Grack will know.
Oh, it's an advertisement. But
this is the legit one, though.
I don't see anything wrong with this, to be honest with you. I mean, listen.
Hey, Kyler Murray has ADHD issues. Every November.
He's got a lot. Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
So,
well, he can focus in on something in particular every November. Whatever COD drops.
I'm also pretty sure ML football is like the Centel of the NFL.
I know.
So I'm just saying.
This is. There's a reason I'm sending you that.
I get it. Listen, I have ADHD. I don't see any issue with it. So but yeah, no.
So can we just agree? Can we just agree before this becomes like a spitting venom match here, Brandon?
Well, hold on. This is Caleb Williams right now in the training camp, apparently.
No, this is real live season from last year.
He's Williams fan club.
Yeah. No, this is a good one.
Can you pull up this fan club real quick because this is going to be one.
Follow real quick.
No, please don't do that.
Just go ahead and follow this.
This is the channel account. Let's not do this.
Why don't you go ahead and
do it?
Don't. Scroll down a little bit because that JJ video is going to be here, and it actually has the.
He actually did that.
That's not AI.
I prefer it over the alternate. I'll put it that way.
This video I saw was silly because it's like this is just like a nothing.
It's a normal catch.
Yeah, it's just a normal catch. Yeah. But what I was gonna say, Brandon, is can we just come to a truce and agreement that it is training camp, and
100%.
you can find every
you can find dirt on everybody,
or you can find the greatest things ever. Yeah,
of course, sure. And listen, and I would like to just go on record and say, and you can go back and look. My hands did not click play on that video last time, so it
Did your fingers send the video last?
To myself. To myself. What's your point?
And okay.
I'm just joking.
You're getting a lot of technicality.
I'm just joking.
Holy crap.
Listen. We'll leave it at this. It's going to be a great Monday night game to open the season.
I am so excited for the season to be back.
I'm so hyped.
We got to plan our fantasy draft this year too. We got to make sure it's on a day that people are free.
Yeah,
we got to get a long weekend. Yeah, another draft party.
Yeah, it's coming up quicker than you think, dude.
Very quick.
Like a month away.
Very, very quick.
Kind of nuts.
Arguably. Well, hey, and speaking of that, we got football back this week, guys.
Amen.
Tomorrow.
We officially made it to football season.
Yep. Hall of Fame game,
and then it's preseason.
Hey, you hear Trey Lance is starting?
I did. I just heard that Trey Lance was on the Chargers, too.
I knew that one.
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
See?
He's their backup quarterback.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
That's what I was saying, dude. I just found out about it when I found out he was starting in the Hall of Fame game.
I believe.
That's probably why I was focused on hockey and basketball.
He's one of those guys that I really hope and pray that somehow he gets a Sam Darnold-esque resurgence in his
He very well could, man.
For whatever, really fully got a chance.
That's my point. I feel like he never got a chance at first high, but pick he was.
To be fair, it probably doesn't amount to much because that quarterback class was kind of buns.
Yeah.
Everybody flopped.
Very true.
Everybody flopped.
Not my guy.
I blame Matt Patricia.
For sure.
For the record. Matt Jones had a good rookie year. They went to the playoffs and then suddenly just falls apart. Matt Patricia's the problem.
Surely
Matt
the Bears
Patricia.
didn't.
You mean the defensive coordinator, Matt Patricia?
The failure of a defensive coordinator, Matt Patricia. The failure of the head coach, Matt Patricia.
The failure of an offensive coordinator.
He couldn't do anything.
I love that move. That was one of the best lateral moves ever made. Is like, well, he's not very good at defense.
That was the move.
Maybe he knows offense.
That was the move that I was like, all right, Bill.
Oh,
I think
man.
it's time to break up because
Absolutely.
Matt Patricia is atrocious. What do you?
Well, we made it, boys.
We did.
That's the most important thing.
We did. That's
It
true.
is back. We may have some storylines next week from the Hall of Fame game.
We're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have some storylines from the NFL. We're gonna have the finished trade deadline for the MLB.
Yep.
Maybe some more NBA news. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe some news on the Luis Ortiz, just the Guardians situation.
Yeah.
Like
got a lot to look forward to. I know we joked about it, I think last week or the week before, about doing some content, some tier rankings for player names, things like that. So I think there's a lot of good stuff coming out there. But keep
rolling.
This is I think that's we've got it in the box here. That's a wrap for number 4, huh?
Amen.
Well,
Love
good.
it.
Well, hey.
Amen.
Thank you guys for watching.
Love
Hope
you
you
guys.
enjoy it. Like it. Subscribe it. We'll catch you next time.
Love you, Drake.
And horns down.
Horns down, baby.